Westwood One Radio Network. Last week, Steelers GM Kevin Colbert said, "As we sit here today, Ben Roethlisberger is a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers." Well, now we have some clarity that he's going to remain in the Steel City. His agent, Ryan Tallner, spoke with NFL Network's Aditi Kinkawala Tuesday, stating that Roethlisberger will be back in Pittsburgh and will restructure his contract for the 2021 season. The quarterback accounts for a fifth of the team's cap space. The franchise tag window has opened to quarterback Dak Prescott could be tagged for a second straight season. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport says the Cowboys, though, they're so confident in Dak's rehab, they want to do a long-term deal with him now. Buccaneers wide receiver Chris Godwin, also a candidate for the franchise tag, shared his thoughts about returning to the Super Bowl champs on the Pat McAfee show. So, "I want to be in Tampa, but at the end of the day, I want to get paid too." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents How to Find Meal Fulfillment. First, order the delicious new rotisserie-style chicken bites from DQ. Then feast your eyes on these dreaded, tender, juicy, 100% white meat beauties. Next, take a bite of the bite. Realize that unbreaded chicken loaded with flavor is finally possible. And last, call your boss and ask for that promotion. It started last week, but hey, if chicken this good is possible, anything is possible. New rotisserie-style chicken bites are now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What's in store this week at your local Staples?
Big deals on paper that are kind of a big deal.
That's because Staples has just reduced their everyday prices on True Red paper.
And so right now, a ream of Staples True Red copy paper is only $3.99 every single day.
Just $3.99 for a ream of True Red copy paper makes every day a great day to save at Staples.
Shop in-store or pick up curbside and save big with everyday low prices on paper at Staples.
Limit 3. Curbside available at most stores.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll. We're, enjoying the weather outside this morning, just like we've been doing for the last weeks upon weeks.
Yes. Okay, now the fair starts Friday, which means we're going to get some wind and other stuff, right?
Well, the fair in a different form than what you're probably do, but yes, the form you're used to is the weather.
Okay. It never does it.
Very rarely.
Okay.
Are we ever let down?
Okay, this will be the first year in as far back as we can go, probably 70 years or more, that we haven't been broadcasting live from the fair.
It's been a long time.
I tell you what, if you think we can trust him, we'll send Gabe out to the fair Friday for the food fest.
I think he probably is already planning to be out there.
Yes.
On assignment.
Yes. Okay. With a pocket full of quarters.
Yeah,
right?
Gabe, you'll have to stay in your vehicle. You can't get out of it. But you can enjoy the food.
Yes. Anyway.
And I understand. I mentioned to you the other day that they kind of did a test run on this a while back, and it was well received. I was surprised.
Well, yes and no, from the standpoint that people are reaching or grasping for anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, and I think it shows a little bit about the goodwill of the Valley. They know that things are really tough for the vendors that come here year after. They make long-term friendships, and I think the people want to help them.
I think you're right. And, I've never been a big fan of spiral fry or funnel cake or, corn dogs, but it's good. I mean, yeah, once a year, you go for it, right?
Yeah, so this is our way. And I understand that we were probably the first they tested this on and kind of laid the groundwork for, I think it's going to be done in some other.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to network like we can in Imperial Valley, and the other places have a lot more population base, and you get lost in the shuffle. So
yes. Okay, are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, yes.
Okay, actor Dominic Chianese is 90. Singer Joni Summers is 80. Get Angry, we played it earlier to celebrate her birthday. Actor Jenny O'Hara is 79. Actor Barry Bostwick, 76. Rupert Holmes, the Pina Colada song, is 74. Actor Edward James Olmos is 74. George Thorogood is 71. No word on the Destroyers. Actress Deborah Jo Rupp is 70. Actress Helen Shaver is 70. Actor Mark Moses, 63. Actor Beth Broderick is 62. Actor Emilio Rivera is 60. He's been in the Valley shooting The Mayans on one of the cable channels. Actor Billy Zane, 55. Actor Bonnie Somerville is 47. And let's see, actor Wilson Bethel is 37. Actor Alexander Koch is 33. Actor Daniel Kaluuya is 32. And local birthdays coming up.
Imperial County Air Pollution Control District provides you with air quality reports daily. How is your air quality today? Check current air quality conditions in Imperial County at imperialvalleyair.org. You can sign up for free air quality alerts to be delivered directly to your email address, or you can download the Air Quality Alert app to your mobile device today. Stay informed with Imperial County Air Pollution Control District.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Angie Robles, Cookie Smith, Robert De Leon, Royce Freeman, Fausto Lizar, Caitlin Levesque, Rudy Vasquez, Jordana Cardenas, Sarah Omeda, Veronica Chagres, Adria Mascarenas, Ivan Paredes, Brenda Briones, Carlos Uribe, Gwendolyn Smith, Rosa Espinosa, Susanna Rasmussen, Davy Cook Jr., Sonny Smith, and happy 21st birthday, William Mesa. Happy birthday to everybody on the list. And if you're not on our list and it's your birthday,
that's
happy birthday
fault.
Anyway.
Yeah. You got to, you at least got to make the effort and get it on the list.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Reading in the news, California is failing to provide crucial information about COVID-19 vaccine supply levels to local officials. According to Washington, the state is supposed to let local officials know 3 weeks ahead of time, what kind of vaccine supplies they're going to get. I suppose that applies to every state except California, because California isn't doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's new?
Yes. Hey, those rules don't apply to us. We're California. Oh, well.
So
anyway,
what's new?
Yes. Let's see, Johnson & Johnson, their vaccine has received approval for use. And I understand with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine injection, you get a Johnson & Johnson Band-Aid.
Mm-hmm. And a toothbrush, probably.
Maybe. Okay. Are you ready for real news?
Real news we got visitors coming in to work with the Blues, the Thunderbirds. So
okay.
Share some information.
Yeah, right now we have World in California News headlines, and it is brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. The U.S. could have a third COVID vaccine approved for use by the end of the week. FDA scientists say Johnson & Johnson's single-shot version is safe and effective. The UK's Dr. Adam Finn.
What we're seeing increasingly is that these vaccines retain their ability to prevent severe illness, even in these different variants,
including the one first identified in Africa. Tiger Woods has undergone surgery on his right leg after yesterday's car crash in L.A. CBS Sports lead golf analyst Sir Nick Faldo.
After going through listen, all we can do is pray for him, finds a way to rebuild himself. And if he does come back to be a golfer again, I think that would be quite extraordinary.
A lot of Gen Zers do not identify as cisgender these days. CBS's Vicki Barker.
1 in 6 is LGBTQ and growing. The Washington Post reports the Americans born since 1997 are breaking from binaries of gender and sexuality and are far more likely than older generations to identify as something other than hetero.
CBS News Brief, Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium System to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501. To schedule a free evaluation of your system. Install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Law enforcement and rescue personnel in LA County say Tiger Woods is lucky to be alive after that rollover crash the golfer was involved in south of LA Tuesday morning.
The interior of the cabinet of the vehicle was more or less intact. The front end was totally destroyed. The bumpers, everything was destroyed. Airbags deployed, all of that.
Sheriff Alex Villanueva. Woods undergoing hours of surgery on his legs, which apparently were both his injuries non-life-threatening. His golfing career could be in jeopardy. Governor Gavin Newsom signing legislation to bring $600 stimulus checks to more than 5.5 million Californians and $2 billion in grants to small businesses. State Assembly Speaker Tony Rendon says it's been a tough time for many.
All of Kenya has been shaken by this pandemic. We have been shaken, but we are still standing strong.
Measure waiving millions of dollars in business fees for struggling restaurants and hair salons. California can enforce its strict net neutrality law for the first time since it passed several years ago under a federal judge's ruling Tuesday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. Right now is the right time to call Lock for a preseason air conditioner check.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive.
Oh, man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
When's the last time you looked at your bathroom? Second thought, you might not want to make eye contact with that old faucet. It's time to head to Lowe's for some improvement. Choose from stylish brands like American Standard, Delta, and Style Selections, and transform your before bathrooms into an amazing after bathroom. Woohoo! You can't see her, but she's high-fiving herself. Don't just do it yourself. Do it for yourself. Stop by Lowe's or visit Lowe's.com/DIFY for vanities starting at $99. Valid through 3/31 U.S. only.
It's page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
The U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, and the U.S. Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron, the Thunderbirds, will conduct an information exchange on board Naval Air Facility El Centro. Both teams are in the middle of their winter training seasons and will be at NAF El Centro together from February the 24th through March the 3rd in preparation for the 2021 show season. The teams will not conduct performances, but will conduct training flights with similar profiles in their show routines. Commander Brian Kesslering, Blue Angels commanding officer and flight leader, says, "We are thrilled to once again host the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds at our winter training facility for an invaluable information exchange. Each opportunity the teams have to work together is an opportunity to share experiences and best practices between our two service branches. The last time the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds performed together at an air show was at the Joint Base Andrews Air and Space Expo in May of 2019. The teams did perform America Strong joint flyovers to salute America's essential workers. Lieutenant Colonel John Caldwell, the Thunderbirds commander and flight leader, said, "We appreciate the Blue Angels for hosting us again and looking forward to exchanging our operations from this joint exchange." In other news, the Tuesday COVID numbers are in. George Gale has the story.
The latest numbers were released by the Public Health Department. According to the latest numbers, active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County are at 138. There are 29 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in Imperial County. There are 4 ICU beds available in the county. New cases per day per 100,000 population is at 7.16. Positivity rate has increased slightly to 12.25%. There have been 585 deaths attributed to COVID-19 in Imperial County. For KXO News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro serviced all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
In other local legislature approves a relief package for COVID. Here's more in that story.
It is the COVID relief early budget package. State legislature approved several measures in the package. Among the measures approved state stimulus checks and small business aid. Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia says the package is designed to bring immediate assistance to individuals, small businesses, nonprofits, and others. Garcia said these legislative budget actions are part of the governor and legislature's $9.6 billion pandemic emergency relief package and included funding for initiatives Garcia has championed, such as the Golden State stimulus payments, small business grants, farm worker housing to a harvest program, and child care assistance. Package includes $600 stimulus checks for low-income residents, $2.1 billion in small business grants, including $50 million for nonprofit cultural institutions, $402 million for subsidized child care and preschool providers, $123 million for community college student emergency financial assistance, $35 million for food banks and diaper banks, $24 million housing to harvest program, providing shelter and aid for farm workers impacted by COVID-19, barbering and cosmetology license relief, and restaurant and bars to alcoholic beverage control license fee relief. Other measures in the package are pending a vote in the legislature. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk, bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. and now on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a 5-minute podcast highlight of the show or the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Health Services.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
No fair this year, but you can get original fair food. The Fair Food Festival will be available during would have been the run of most Fair food booths will be set up throughout the fairgrounds to maintain COVID calls. Participants will drive through the fairgrounds and they must wear masks. Starts this Friday at 4 p.m. and continues Saturday and Sunday, starting both those days at noon. The festival continues March 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. On March 4th and 5th, it'll start at 4 p.m., and on the 6th and 7th, it'll start at noon. They will close at 8 p.m. every day of the festival. The caravan begin at the main entrance gate and travel through the fairgrounds, exiting at the South Fairgrounds gate. For a full menu on the fair food available, go to Ivy Fairgrounds website. Well, vaccines are now available for additional sectors. Imperial County has entered Phase 1B Tier 1. And here is more on that story.
Imperial County has entered Phase 1B Tier 1. Imperial County health officials say beginning this week, COVID-19 vaccines will be available to additional sectors in Phase 1B of Tier 1. This includes high-risk individuals working in education, child care, emergency services, and food and agriculture. Public health officials are working directly with employers in these sectors to provide vaccination date and location information to those who qualify. Close to 2,000 doses of the vaccine are scheduled to arrive this week to start vaccinating Phase 1B Tier 1 sectors, including education and food and agriculture as soon as this Friday. Vaccination efforts for those 65 and older continues throughout the county as more private providers receive vaccine supplies. Local providers are expected to receive approximately 3,600 doses this week to vaccinate people 65 and older. A list of providers who may have vaccines available can be found at the Imperial County Public Health Department COVID-19 vaccine information page on their website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Because of the pandemic, there will be no Carrot Festival this year. There will, however, be a modified event on Saturday, March 13th. The Holtville Chamber of Commerce and the City of Holtville will host the Holtville Carrot Mini Fest Farmers Market and Carrot Van Drive-By. It starts with the drive-by at 10 a.m. It will begin at the Holtville Middle School and go down streets running east and west. At noon, the farmers market will be held at Ralph Samaha Park at the corner of Holt and 7th Street. To reduce the spread of COVID-19, safety measures will be in place. Coverings will be required. Hand washing stations and hand sanitizers will be available on site. Food will be packaged to go. No eating on site. Directional lanes to promote social distancing. Just follow the arrows. No seating areas. One entrance on Holt, one exit on Fern. In other local news, Dr. Seuss's birthday. Yes, the El Centro Public Library invites you to celebrate. It is Dr. Seuss's birthday, and Red Cross and Read Cross America. To participate, register online at the City of El Centro's website between now and February 26th. Pick up a free packet and book on March 1st from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Participate in a Zoom or Tuesday, March 2nd at 4 p.m. There will be stories, games, crafts, and more. The program is for kids between 0 and 12 years of age. Call the El Centro Public Library for more information. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Service offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says temperatures will climb to near 80 degrees again today. A dry, cold front will sweep through the region tonight and tomorrow, bringing cooler conditions and gusty northerly winds to the Yuma and Imperial Valleys. Warmer weather will return until Sunday, when another weather system will move through, bringing cooler temperatures, breezy conditions, and a slight chance of showers. 82 our high yesterday, 42 the low. Sunny today with a high near 84. Light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 50. West wind about 10 miles an hour becoming north after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 72. North wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 55 degrees, 30% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Last year was crazy. My hours were cut.
I was out of work for months.
I need a better job.
At the Center for Employment Training, study for a career in construction or healthcare. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. Work hard. Be strong.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Tiger Woods is recovering from lengthy surgery to repair what a doctor said Tuesday were significant orthopedic injuries to his right lower extremity. Suffered in a single car rollover crash hours earlier on a roadway in a Los Angeles suburb. NBA action, the Hawks and the Cavaliers teed it up. The Cavs came out on top, 112-111. Pistons beat the Magic, 105-93. Nets over the Kings, 127-118. Warriors whipped the Knicks, 114-106. 76ers topped the Raptors, 109-102. The Mavericks 110, Celtics 107, and the Bucks beat up on the Timberwolves 139-112. Nuggets, they topped the Trailblazers 111-106. Clippers, they scored big, 135-116 over the Wizards.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
And the Padres majority owner Peter Seidler, well, he said, hey, San Diego isn't a small market. We're the 8th largest city in the U.S. We're going to spend money and not hide behind small market labels like the Chargers and the Padres did for years. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Well, financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned security service protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprints to the public. The housing market is still red hot, but there are growing concerns about how much longer this strength can last. Home Depot reported earnings and sales that topped Wall Street's forecast yesterday. Lowe's also reported better than expected earnings and sales this morning. And CEO Marvin Ellison said in a statement that sales were lifted thanks to broad-based demand driven by the continued consumer focus on the home. Meanwhile, after a wild several weeks for GameStop, the retailer's chief financial officer is resigning. Well, the company announced yesterday that Jim Bell, the executive vice president and CFO, will resign from his roles March 26th. What's the market like? Kind of mixed right now. The Dow Jones down, actually up 120 points. The S&P 500 up 7, while the NASDAQ down 41. Gold off $17.70 an ounce. And oil up $1.31 a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need summarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 84. Light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 50. West wind about 10 miles an hour becoming north after midnight. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 72. North wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. And right now downtown 56 degrees, 30% relative humidity. The wind calm, air quality good, except at the border and in Mexicali with elevated PM 2.5. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post boxes. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by Julie Oliver.
This is CBS News for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kaif, and by week's end, a third coronavirus vaccine could be in the mix in this country. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The FDA says the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine appears safe and effective, and that paves the way for its emergency use authorization. The FDA panel of independent experts meets Friday. The vaccine has been shown to be 66% effective in preventing COVID-19 against multiple variants, with greater or lesser degrees depending on the country. A global trial last month involved more than 40,000 people.
Tiger Woods has a rod in his right leg after surgery. His website says he has been awake and responsive since the Southern California car crash yesterday that left him in bad shape. CBS's Steve Futterman.
Woods' right leg has multiple fractures. The fractures involve both the upper and lower portions of the tibia and fibula. There are also injuries to Woods' foot and ankle, and there is trauma to the muscle and soft tissue.
Medical experts say from the sound of that, recovery will take months, and there are real questions about whether Woods will ever be able to play competitive golf again. CBS Sports golf analyst Sir Nick Faldo says Woods has been on the mend from recent back surgery and showed some effects of it at a tournament he hosted last weekend.
I saw him walking on Sunday after he, finished the prize giving, and he's walking very gingerly, obviously after stiff back surgery. So can you imagine being shaken up with that injury? He's trying to repair that as delicately as possible, and you're literally shaken up in a mixer.
2 Senate committees have delayed hearings today on Neera Tanden to be budget director. Her nomination's been in trouble and has already lost the support of one Democrat. CIA nominee William Burns is before the Senate Intelligence Committee today, and top Republican Marco Rubio.
What I think is plain to me and should be to all is that the world has changed how it chooses to engage the United States. What I'd like to hear from you today, and if confirmed in the weeks and months to come, is whether The CIA needs to change how it engages the world.
A Gallup survey finds a record 5.6% of U.S. adults now identify as LGBTQ. CBS's Vicki Barker says it's almost 16% for young adults.
They're called Generation Z, and it's somehow appropriate they've reached the far end of the alphabet because this cohort embraces the whole alphabet of gender identity. 1 in 6 is LGBTQ and growing. The Washington Post reports the Americans born since 1997 are breaking from notions of gender and sexuality and are far than older generations to identify as something other than heterosexual.
Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 170 points, S&P 500 up 10. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Matthew, we need to restock those sleeping bags.
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Won't you cover this register?
Like at Anita's outdoor store. To keep sales climbing, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
We've heard a lot about the Postal Service's money and delivery woes, but there's something new with the postal logo that some of us might see in the years ahead.
You're in Radiator Springs. The Twitterverse says they're like something out of Pixar's Cars. Mail trucks are getting a makeover. Renderings from the Postal Service show they'll have waist-high front hoods that look a little like duck beaks and extra-high windshields. They'll run on fuel-efficient engines or electric systems and replace Grumman LLVs from the late 1980s. The first new trucks are expected to hit the road in 2023. Deborah Rogers, CBS News.
For people on the West Coast, an iconic store chain is closing for good. Fry's Electronics says the pandemic's made it impossible to continue operating. 31 stores in 9 states will shut down. Each was known for its own theme. One was Alice in Wonderland. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
What's the most important factor for determining a coin's value? Rarity. And now, the COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in the creation of a modern rarity.
When the West Point shut down due to health concerns, 240,000 emergency production 2020 American Eagle silver dollars were minted in Philadelphia for 13 days only.
And that makes these coins with the P-Mint attribution the second rarest coin in the entire American Eagle bullion coin series.
Less than 1,500 of these extraordinary silver dollar coins remain. Hurry, call government.com at 1-800-969-0689.
To learn more about these emergency production American Eagle silver dollar coins, call 1-800-969-0689.
Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $10 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-969-0689 now to secure your Philadelphia Mint American Eagle silver dollar coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-969-0689.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice that you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
CBS News brought to you by Julie Oliver with Dickey Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley Allstate agent. For home, life, or auto insurance, call Julie today.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.